Hey guys, continuing the topic of retention, let's talk about the other side of it, churn, and how we can address this. But before starting, a few words about me. I'm Vahe. I'm a senior group marketing manager at CoinStats. Before CoinStats, I was at Solar and I was doing product marketing there. I'm also doing mobile app growth consulting for a number of different apps. CoinStats is a crypto portfolio manager platform. We are an app and we manage more than 100 billion of our customers' assets. And yeah, one thing that we should know about a churn, that is that subscriber churn is inevitable. But we can do some things and implement strategies to do some damage control and make your churn rates healthy. But before this, we need to understand what is churn and what type of churns there are. As you may know, usually we define churn as voluntary and involuntary. And each one of these requires different approaches and different strategies. And we'll see how we can, address each of these and what kind of, impact that this can have in our MRR and, overall retention. So starting from involuntary churn, usually there are three reasons why you are having an involuntary churn. The first one is the customers have, not enough funds on their credit card and we fail to charge them. The other one is like customers change their credit card address, zip code, etc., etc. And in many cases, this results to, being unable to charge their credit cards and they need to update their billing information. And the other one is this, simply their credit cards expire and they just forget to, update their billing information, thus we cannot, charge their accounts and continue delivering them a service. So how we can address these three issues? It's all simple, but if you think about it, very few apps, if you go to App Store and install even on the top apps, you will see that most of them do not address this simple involuntary issue problems. So how to do it? The first one is the lifecycle marketing. So what's happening here? We are using our CRM system to identify users we fail to charge and send them emails and the push notifications and also pop-ups when they are using our platform and noticing them about the problem and asking them to update their credit card information. The other one is grace period. Grace period is when you fail to charge their account, but you keep their account active for a while. And we can do a lot of A/B testings here to understand what the duration of the grace period should be and how and if we are able to recharge their accounts through grace period. Another one is like proactive notifications. What are proactive notifications? If you have also web product and you're using, for example, Stripe or PayPal or anything like that to charge your customers, it gives you information to understand when their credit card is expiring. And for example, if you see that their credit card is going to expire in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you can send them a notification in advance telling them that they need to update their credit card information now because it's going to expire and we will fail to deliver them their service. And the other one is frictionless billing updates. If you just send the users an emails or notification and say, you just need to update their credit card details, it includes a lot of friction because they need to go back to your website or app and they go to the settings and find where is the billing information section and update it. You should make this process, as simple as possible. And in the following examples, I'm going to show you some examples that we did and it worked. The first one is this. The first screenshot you can see is one of the examples from CRM that we send this notifications pop-ups users when they open the app and or web product and say, we failed to charge, please click and update your credit card details. The other one is this credit card expiring soon notifications. When we detect their credit card expiry date, I will show this notification to them a few weeks there earlier and ask them to, update it as soon as possible. And the other ones are this frictionless billing update. So instead of just showing them this, pop-ups and asking them to update, we give them a chance to update the billing details immediately from the pop-up. Like we open it and they just input new credit card details and update you immediately from the pop-up. And we also detect if they use Google Pay or Apple Pay, and we show this option to do it through Google Pay or Apple Pay immediately. without, taking them through the hassle of, inputting their credit card details and all the other stuff. And just one click and Apple Pay, updates the details. And this is the results, using this basic strategies. So if you think about it, it's not a, rocket science or anything. You just need to do it. We're able to, significantly improve our recover our MRR that comes through, failed payments and involuntary churned users. The next thing is the voluntary churn. This is when the users decide to go to their settings and cancel your subscription or cancel their subscription. And this is, another story, and it's very, very different from involuntary churn. There are usually 4 reasons why this is happening. The first one is that the users are satisfied with your product and they don't need it anymore, right? So, for example, imagine somebody wanted to have a trouble with sleeping and they installed one of these sleep apps like Calm or Headspace, anything, and they use it for a while and now they don't have a problem with sleeping. And they have no motivation to keep the subscription. They just gonna cancel it. The other one is seasonal behavior shifts. For example, in fall and September, people start to, buy some educational subscriptions to learn coding, to learn new languages. Or for example, somebody who wants to travel to Europe in summer to go to Paris, they download Duolingo or any other app to learn French. But then when it's over, they don't need it anymore. They just cancel it. And maybe next year when they also travel again, they want to buy a subscription loan. The other one is technical and cost issues. A lot of users, if you are in a fintech, where we are, technical issues can really be problem for your customers, because for example, imagine you are managing their funds and money and they open the app and you have a technical issue and you show them wrong numbers. They freak out and they don't understand what's happening, and some of them start complaining on social media. Some of them write to customer support, etc. But if you have a lot of these issues, you're gonna just cancel the subscription. Another one is the cost issues. Basically the subscription becomes unaffordable for your customers who are paying, before. And the other one is, habit moment failure is happening when the users subscribe for your product or take a free trial, but they don't able to achieve this habit moment or, understand what is the general value proposition or how your product can help them. So how to address this, right? So first one is the one thing that's called habit reinforcement. So this is happening. How you in general do this? It's you are having different metrics that determines what is the engagement level of your healthy subscribers. So what usually your healthy subscribers do. For example, in our case, they make 2 transactions every week, open the app several times per day, do this stuff, do that stuff, etc., etc. So you're kind of mapping all this possible healthy behavior of your over your healthy subscribers. And next, the other thing that you are doing is when start to track them and see if the engagement starts to fail, start ramp up with manufacturer triggers and sending them notifications, trying to get back them to the app, and make sure that they are, using it constantly and, being active in your app. So a few examples of this, how you can do this is through CRM and through gamification. The most classic example of this is just sending "we miss you" push notifications. Your paid user didn't open the app for 2 weeks, sending them this classic and "we miss you, come back" notifications. The other one is gamification, and we have this rewards program in our app, which is mystery box. So basically, users are doing some actions in the app, collecting virtual coins and trading with them with mystery boxes. And when they open the app, the box, there is a random crypto in it. So they're just for paid users, we have a special type of this mystery box that contains higher worth of crypto and winning a crypto that has a higher worth. It's a lot, so compared to ones for the free users. So there is additional motivation for these paid users to come back to app and use it constantly. and to not canceling their subscription because, they're gonna be downgraded to the light version of this mystery boxes that contains the low worth of crypto. The other strategy that you can use and we do is like metric modeling. What's happening is like you're taking the cohort of your churn subscribers. If you're using some product analytics tool like Amplitude or Mixpanel, they usually have this tool called Thickness. So through Thickness, you try to understand what are the common patterns of your churn users. This is not a causality. We're just trying to find some correlation. And what's happening is like you're trying to find some common paths or common things that these churn customers did. And then you're gonna create a new dynamic cohort of your current subscribers. And when they start to behave like your churn customers, you start, send them, CRM campaigns, start target them through CRM and making sure that they are, coming back your app or starting using your product, as before. So this is an example how you to do it. If you're using Amplitude, you can create this dynamic cohort there. And, if you use a CRM tool, in our case, it's Iterable, you can, just sync the cohort from Amplitude to Iterable. And when your user starts to behave as at-risk subscribers, the campaign in Iterable triggers and then starts sending them, notifications and all of this stuff to get them back to use your product. Another thing is the use case transition. This is one of the interesting and hard things to do, but it's very useful. What's happening is like, for example, imagine again you're the meditation app, etc. I downloaded the app. I'm paying for subscription to get sleep stories to make my sleep better. Now I have I achieved my goal. I'm gonna cancel my subscription. What you can do as you are offering multiple use cases, you can translate these users from the sleep stories use case to another use cases, which is meditation or celebrity content if you have like Calm has, So you need to use again your CRM and also optimize your product in a way to be able to transit user from their use case to another use case and make sure they're gonna adapt it. If you successfully do this, they're gonna have another reason to stay and pay for subscription. There is another more sophisticated stuff that you can do if you have a lot of data is decision trees and regression analysis. So basically, if you have a data team and you have a lot of data, you can build decision trees to model churn customers, and then you can score them and do regression analysis to predict if they're gonna churn or what's the churn score and what's the probability that the users can churn. This is just a screenshot of how the decision tree looks like. But to do this, you're gonna need to have a lot of data and also the data person or data team to create these trees and do all this data analysis. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, they don't have the slide. Yeah. Thank you for listening. Yeah.